Yo, it's the 13th letter to the cipher, and we are BACKAGAIN on another fantastic, sucker-free, fantastic summer day. And if this is your first time watching the THEMOSHOW Chicago, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. And today's conversation, you all, just happens to be a very decapitating one. Why decapitating, Mo? Because a Minnesota man decapitated the head of his woman right off her body in broad daylight in Minnesota. Who does that in America? I understand police shoot people, people shoot people, people stab people, people carjack people, people rob people, people burn people. But to decapitate your girlfriend's head right off her body in broad daylight and let the police find her body laying next to a car headless, it's outrageous. It's outrageous. This reminds me of that movie called Star back in the 80s. Does anybody remember that movie, Star? It was with Eric Roberts and that Playboy mate bunny lady. Yeah, this incident reminds me of that movie. Now, according to the reports, you have a 42-year-old man by the name of Alexis Sorbortis. And you have a 55-year-old woman, Cuban woman, immigrant, by the name of America Malfada Thayer, 55 years old. Worked at My Pillow and the Dollar Tree. According to her co-workers, they say she worked 70 hours a week. A very outgoing, happy person. And she looks that way. She looks that way. She looks like a little tiny cute thing, you know? And with this bozo around, Psychopath, obviously was obsessed with her, or he was just plain nuts. I don't even see how he got with her in the first place. Look at him and look at her. I'm just saying. You women out there, just cause you got a guy that's muscle bound, 9 times out of 10, he ain't got no brains, okay? No brains. You all need to be careful out there. And guys, you need to be careful too. Because women are out here shooting their men. Not only are they out here shooting their men, they're stabbing them to death. The Oxygen channel is real. Those be true stories on Oxygen. Don't forget that. When people saying that they're not playing, sometimes they're really not playing. Now, this is not the first incident that happened, because according to the police report, they say that domestic violence has occurred in their relationship for a long time. And they have been in a long-term relationship. That's not just according to the police, that's according to her co-workers, who sympathized and cried that she stayed with this man who beat her physically. Who wants to stay with a man that beats them? Is it that bad out here? Women? I'm just asking, because I don't know. But I know one thing. If I was a woman, it'd be a different story. It'd be a different story. Who wants a man to beat on them? And what man wants to beat on the woman? If you have to beat on the woman and decapitate her head in broad daylight, you don't need to be with her, man. Because now, Alexis Sorbortis, the 42-year-old offender, is spending life in prison. You're not getting out of that. You're not getting out of that. And from the looks of it, he was a wrestler, weightlifting kind of dude. You know, look at his neck. Humongous. You don't get a neck like that just from birth. That's a workout neck, you know? And he had this tiny little beautiful lady, and he just, you know, sad. Sad. And I see a lot of beautiful young ladies out there in abusive relationships. And if you are in an abusive relationship, get out of it. Get out of it. It's bad news for you. It will not end good. And if you all are not familiar with where it took place in Minnesota, it happened in Shakopee, Minnesota, which is a couple of miles down the street from Little Six Casino. Sad. Who wants to be with someone like that? Anytime you have to be in a relationship in fear of if you're going to wake up or not, or if you don't know if they're going to walk in the door and they're going to try to beat your brains out, you need to find a way to escape. You need to find a way to escape. If not, you may end up like America Malfada there, dead. Maybe not decapitated, but dead. It's a dangerous world out here, you all. Watch who you hang out with. Watch who you hang out with. Watch who you get into relationships with. Look for the red signs. Look for those red flags. Sadly, some people love the red flags in other people. I'm going to say that again. Sadly, some people love the red flags in other people. Don't love red flags. Run from red flags. That's just like me spraying you with some black flag. You're going to stand there? No. You're going to run. Especially if you're a roach. I'm just saying. Put that in your Rolodex and smoke it. It's your brother, the THEMOSHOW Chicago. Leave your comments in the comment section. Do you think that this decapitation would be the first? Do you think that this would be the first case of decapitation across the country by a boyfriend? I think that it's going to get worse because they've already found more bones of humans in Minnesota. Yeah, human bones are just coming up in Minnesota. Nobody has been identified. It's your brother, the THEMOSHOW Chicago. Remember, there's your third eye that makes you shine like jewelry. And if you haven't done so already, press that subscribe button and check out the videos below. Check out the videos below. It's your brother. Peace out.
Soon, still wood on Western style, guns at high noon. Moms and silverbacks, booms with killer claps. So if you ever try live, I'ma send them at you. I'ma let the 38 sneeze from your head to your teeth. You found sick like me.